So, all honesty, mine is going to be a little bit more in depth than most people. You might just use your stock, but I wanted to inspire, so I got kind of the most asinine joystick assembly just for you. You at home, YouTube. Doing it first, doing it with Dig. As we go through this process, I am going to mention the websites I got it from so that you can venture to their sites and get these fun toys as well. One thing is, this has already been assembled because I got this from Focus Attack and they forgot to give me an Allen wrench. So I had to scour the edges of Earth to find the right size, and wow, that size. It took me a while to find one, get it all put together, and so it's fully assembled. It comes with basically this white thing, which is what I like to call basically the assembly manifold or the hold. And these little nuts that fit in perfectly. And of course the Allen screws. This plate I got from when I got my Sanwa joystick originally. So from that point, we go to 8bitdo Gaming. And this is the Shuriken. I hope I'm saying that right. And we got some the 400 GF. So the reason I got this is so that I can always just change out my switches, because I like to play with them a lot. So if I end up using one side too much, I can just buy a new switch. You've seen hopefully in the other videos the stock one. Those can also just be swapped out because we're just basically building a stock micro switch assembly, right? Just using our removable parts. They click in nicely. I got them all from the same website, the 8bitdo Gaming, so that I ensured that they would be perfect and I'd learn from them. Now this is important. When you go to mount your joystick, you got to remember where your 5 prongs mango like this. So this is fully assembled. You got your up, down, left, right, and that goes right in there. And the nice thing about this, and I love it, I did not like the Shuriken at first. I really did not. I felt it was too loose for the stock assembly, but sorry for the rumble on the camera. This one, this new white modified Otto, 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 version 5, has these little spots where you can just nest everything perfectly. And it makes it for a tighter connection. Well, if you can get it into the little spots properly, they make a little click, and they're tighter. They're tighter than when you try to just plop this into a stock setup. So, my personal opinion, and there we go, this add-on is only as superb as it can be with an auto assembly to hold it in. And then we have our restrictor. Now, like I think I've shown before, my restrictor slides and I can change it to a circle, a 2-way, and a 4-way. Right now I'm using an octagonal. And then that just clicks. But before I do that, we have to talk about what's going on your joystick. I already had it assembled. I did forget to mention one thing. Flip her over. This part right here is a separate piece. It's made for this particular pivot cup, the Otto pivot cup. So since we have it apart, I'm going to clean it. Just paper towel. Just wipe it down. Try to get the paper towel inside, because as you can see, it is very snug on the shaft. Post jokes on the bottom. Remember, this is the detachable. I don't know if this gets that much dirt in it, but there we go. All right. So, some more modifications. I know you're like, what else can you modify? I have a 4-pound tension spring, and just like everybody suggests, stretch it out a little bit before you put it in place, just so you get your tension back. And your dabs. Not those kind of dabs. This dab is for lubrication. Just take a little bit. You really don't need much. That will do. They give you a good hearty amount when you get this. And I got that from Focus Attack. Alright, what do we want to first? Right there. And then make sure that gets in. Which I think I got the wrong way. There we go. Because this one's crucial. Just a little extra for this. Fantastic. And then put the rest all up in here. It's okay to be generous. Click. Alright, now once it's in place, kind of feel it, and you can really feel the difference a pivot cup and lubrication can do. So, perfect. Remember to hold it in, because we learned a lesson here. Let's go ahead and just assemble this real quick. So there's your, and you can see how it goes together. So there's your tension spring base, tension spring. This came with the auto collection, and it is the thickest actuator that I could find. Hold it down. And secure your clip. Make sure it's on there good. And test. Oh yeah. That's good. And here we are, coming close to the end. The final chapter. Installing the joystick. One thing that I'm going to do is I have this little foam, kind of like a dust cover, washer. I'm going to put right here on the inside. I don't know why. Now, to install it, clicks into its metal screw posts. Don't over tighten. I go in an X formation just because it's how I do it. I don't know if it's a better way of doing it when you're considering tension and tightening of bases. Does it give an equal distribution? I don't know. But it does make the process a little bit more fun. Just there you go. With that one, it is complete. Modification. Always remember, when you connect this back up, the two notches need to be facing towards the chassis. Wiggle it in. As you can see, I use the cleaner single cable non-solder setup I learned from Joystick NY. I hope you went to their site. Hope you visited. We're now going to attach that 5-pin. The stock plate had plenty of mounting holes to facilitate this, as well as screw posts for the attachment of the auto. So I just like this one because, as you can see, I keep mentioning how clean it looks. It's actually, this over the stock, it looks a little bit cleaner with the stock because this does have some overlap. But it's a really good modification. Let's flip this over. And that's what I did to the buttons. This part may have a cut transition as well because I also want to test it before I screw it all together. But remember, it's been a while since we've played with this cable. But you have the cable that attaches to the bottom. Make sure that goes in correctly. There we go. Make sure it's also out of the way. I like to start with the top part right here. Catch that in the groove and bring her down. Up, down, left, right, A, B, X, Y, ZL, ZR, LR. And seriously, it is that sensitive. Like, LR, L, L, L. This part's exciting. I haven't had this reassembled in a month. Waiting for parts. Waiting to make these videos. Making sure everything was perfect before I had to pull out this. We all remembered our friend, the torque. Don't over tighten. Just catch the groove and spin. Sometimes the groove doesn't want to be found. Be persistent. I think we're okay. And finally, I can't believe we're here. There's your dust cover. And your joystick.